Welcome to Fire Virgo Tarot. I'm a tarot reader and intuitive. Shout out to all my lovely Fire Virgos. All right, now, Virg. Okay. I'm here for it. So the card that just popped out for you and how you're feeling toward your person is the Ten of Pentacles. You can see forever with them. It's very clear. It's obvious. You're not, I'm not going to say you don't have any doubts or you don't have like you're not 1000% sold on this person here, Virg, but I do want to say that out of anybody that you've dated, you're the most sure about them. Like you're like, nah, we're supposed to have our Ten of Pentacles. We go together too perfectly. Like we're a very complementary couple. I really compliment you. You really compliment me. There's a yin yang energy here. Okay, almost it's giving kind of like a twin flame kind of vibe, which a lot of you guys have been dealing with, especially with this Mercury retrograde thing going on. But nonetheless, I feel like there's a lot of like similarities between you two. You guys are both family oriented. You love that about this person. They prioritize their family or their children. Even if they're not like, even if they don't have kids, I just feel like having that sense of home and family is very important to them. And I feel like that's the same for you. So you love that about them. Okay, I'm also getting that this person doesn't hesitate to share with you, share their thoughts, share their ideas, share what they value. And that's another thing that you also really appreciate about it. Now I'm loving this because you guys' energy sometimes is very like hot and then one's cold, but these feel kind of very similar. All right. Now I do want to mention this though. Okay, the 30th or the 10th could be a very significant date. Doesn't have to be a birthday, just something significant happened on that day. Now I do want to say how this person is feeling toward you. We have dating, all right? So they feel very fond. They really love the connection you guys are building. When it's just you and them, I'm talking about the world stops here, Bird, right? Like they love gazing into your eyes. Some of them may kind of shy away from eye contact with you because of the intensity here, all right? And it doesn't have to necessarily be eye contact. They kind of just shy or get really shy or they become very coy when they're around you because they're just like, they feel so vulnerable, right? They feel almost like naked when they're around you. All right, now the next card we have for how they're feeling toward you is this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. That's how they feel, right? They feel like you are the person that they've been looking for. You are the person that they want to court. You are the person that they want to do all these things for. Now, I do want to say this because I feel like this is lovely. This is a very lovely start. And I don't want to sour it. And I don't think this is going to sour it. But I think this wouldn't be completely fully true if I didn't mention this. Now, the card that I pulled, because I pre-shuffle all the cards, do a very quick meditation before I press record, and I ended up with photograph at the bottom of the deck. And kind of what was highlighted to me is nostalgia and missing you, making new memories. Now, what really, how this kind of lends itself to this meaning is it's almost as though you guys have all these fond feelings for each other, but don't get to spend much time or don't get to really build on that. It's like maybe you guys had a couple of amazing times and then there's a bunch of short times where it's not as like, like as romantic or something. And it just feels like there's this energy where something gets in the way because I clarified this dating card and we got adjudication, right? And I don't necessarily feel like you guys are at odds, like a courtroom situation could be, right? But I'm getting this energy where it's like, you guys are so close and so cool with each other, but sometimes you guys have there's some sort of tiff or there's something between you guys that stops this or makes this really awesome time far and few in between. All right, let me know if it's resonating because I usually don't get that many messages here, Virg. And also, if you are interested in learning how I monetize my channel in as little as 3 weeks, sign up for the mini course. We're dropping it in June, Virg. All right, but the first card that popped out for your overall energy for how you're feeling toward this connection is the Devil. What? All right, so some of you guys are dealing with a Capricorn. I feel like what's going on with you and this person is really having you in some sort of mental gridlock, right? Where you don't know what to do. And I feel like it's been going on for some time. You've been able to keep a brave face. Maybe you haven't even spoken about it, right? With the Nine of Swords here. But I do get an energy here, Virgo, where you feel frustrated, you feel anxious, you feel a little bit like just unsure about what's going on here. You're thinking about it constantly. You could be thinking about a certain conversation or a certain change that's been happening. What is this? What's going on in my Virgo's mind? What's happening with my Virgo? Okay, the Six of Wands came out in the reverse. Bottom deck, Ten of Cups. Oh, okay. So I'm getting an energy, Virgo, where you're feeling like, is it too good to be true? Was how I really thought this felt in the beginning, were those really my feelings, or was I kind of painting something that just was not there, that I wanted to be there so badly. And right away, Virg, I can tell you, I understand because you're in your head. That's what us Virgos do. But also pulling these cards for how this person feels toward you, I'm definitely getting a mutual energy of love, a mutual energy of wanting to be together. Okay, because with the Six of Wands here in the reverse, I feel like you view the connection. It's almost like you catastrophize the situation where it's like, oh my God, things are going terribly. I haven't heard from them. Oh my God, we only had 2 great moments and we haven't had enough. Are we sustaining the connection? It's like where you worry about every kind of little break point that you guys get at. Okay, I don't know exactly how that's going to resonate, but let me know down below. But with the Six of Wands in the reverse, it lets me know at one point it was in the upright. You guys were feeling good about each other, having really awesome conversations, sharing you guys as good news. A lot about sharing news, sharing value. Like you guys, maybe a little gossip or something. Like you guys are really that couple who just really like gets each other or really enjoys the conversation. Could even be a favorite show you guys discuss. Let me know. But now that it's in the reverse, it's like you feel as though you guys don't do that anymore, or there's conflict here, or it's not as like fast moving or as vivacious as it was in the very beginning. What do you feel like changed? What is my Virgo feeling like change in this connection? 4 of Wands. Okay, 6 of Cups. All right, so what you feel like changes, the 4 of Wands, 11-11, halfway to marriage. You felt like things were starting to move really quickly, maybe even too fast. Okay, you felt like perhaps, okay, so what is the problem with the 4 of Wands? Why is this a problem? Judgment card. So I feel like, Virg, you have this fear, right? You have this fear that if you open up too much, too soon, at any point in the relationship, like you might, I just tapped into a Virgo who, like, you could be married to somebody 50 years. And you'd be like, well, I don't want him to know this about me. I don't want to open up about this. Listen, you've been dealing with this man, dealing with this woman for 50 years, Virg. Right? So I feel like it's kind of that energy where you always have this sense of unease about a relationship because of your past, right? We are all trauma informed to some extent, or we're formed by our experiences. That's normal, that's natural. But I feel like there has to be a differentiation here, Virg, based on a differentiation on like what's truly happening versus what my fears are. And I say that because this Devil card is just holding so much weight here, like your past or something. What is this? What is this for my Virg? Oop. That just slapped me in the face. Okay, so you could have dealt with somebody, okay, because we pulled the Him card. All right, you could have dealt with somebody. It was a higher commitment situation. Maybe you guys were engaged, married at some point, and you felt really fondly about this person. This person was very attractive, but they weren't, and they made you happy at some point, but it didn't end up well. It didn't have to be a toxic relationship. It definitely could have. All right. And this person could have had a exterior, like everything was good, like they were this great person, but it was toxic as hell for some of you guys. Let me know down below. So I feel like that you have that this inherent fear that that's going to end up happening with the situation. Doesn't necessarily mean that. All right. Doesn't necessarily mean that. We're going to get more. But I do feel like you're worried because things are going well, or you're worried that if any little disconnect happens or miscommunication, you're ready to bow out. You start holding back. You start getting quiet. Yeah, with the higher priestess here, you start being like, okay, here comes that shit. Let me go ahead now. Let me go ahead and be out. Like one thing a Virgo knows how to do is get up out of somewhere, okay, and quickly. Especially if you're a Virgo who has gone through some things. All right, let's get this person's energy because they feel like you're the one. So why is this person feeling so strongly about my Virgo? Why is this person feeling this strongly about my Virgo? Feeling like my Virgo is the one. We got the 10 of Cups. Ooh, Virgo. And the Queen of Swords. I like this combination for some reason. Overall, for why they feel like you're the one, it's because, Virgo, I feel like your coldness honestly draws them in, or the fact that you have boundaries, right? You don't necessarily have to be cold or detached or be mean, because the Queen of Swords definitely gets a bad rap. But one thing that the Queen of Swords is not is a damn fool, right? And I feel like this person appreciates your intellect. They love that you have a way of putting mind over matter, or you don't just let your heart lead you, because sometimes you let yourself be led by emotions that will lead you astray. You've done it before, it hasn't worked, so you're learning from your past. And I just was telling Leo, you could be connected to a Leo in some way or have that highly aspected, but it's like love is a choice. You don't have to fall head over heels for a goddamn fool. Because the thing is, in the beginning, you might have the hormones and the 10 of cups. Oh, I feel great. Oh my God, we have great time. Ooh, this is my person. But as time goes on, you have to keep up love. Love requires safety, emotional safety, vulnerability. It requires trust. When those things are not actively worked on, it's easy not to love somebody when I don't feel safe. All right. It's easy not to feel safe when you don't feel safe. Love requires to feel safe within it. So I feel like with you, you come off as somebody who's very, very headstrong. Like, you got it, Virg. Like, I don't think you have to, and this is the thing, I don't think you have to worry about being played, being bamboozled like you did in your past. All right, now I, I don't know why I keep talking about this Leo, but the Leo had some issues with that in the reading that I just did. So I don't know. See which one you might resonate with more, especially if you're connected to one. But with you, Virg, I feel like your problem might be that you're two on the other side of the spectrum, right? Where it's like any little thing, yeah, look, any little things you guys could argue about, or anything, little thing that comes up, you're like, you're running for the hills. I'm out of here. Okay, I'm out of here. We could be friends. You know, I could, care about you from a distance, but you being up close and personal, I don't need none of that. Okay, because with the 10 of cups, which is making them feel like you're the one, it's like they feel like they can have everything with you. And again, something about sharing. You guys are very sharing. Maybe you make stuff. I just got, and you share it. You let this person, you make really good at making juices, food. You always let them taste it. They're like your taste test dummy or something like that. For some of you guys, let me know. But nonetheless, I feel like this person, they love sharing their vulnerabilities with you. You feel like a safe space for them. Okay, give me more. You know why you feel like a safe space too? I just got Virgo, because they know you're no fool. You don't just open up to anybody. And you really, in some way, you don't let everybody open up to you. Some people, you let them know, like, listen, this is not that. I'm not that person for you, my love. All that shit you about to spew onto me, go somewhere else with that. I ain't got time for it. So I feel like you're very selective about who you allow to, not dump on you, but who you allow to affect your energetic space. Okay. Give me more on why this person feels like my Virgo could be the one. Ace of Wands. Ooh, Virg. So for some of you guys, either you made them wait for the, SAEXA, bedroom energy, the passion. Others of you guys, you did that, but then you stopped, okay? Or something like that. It's like you wanted to make sure that this connection was more, had more dimensions than just passion, than just intimacy, right, in the bedroom. But I'm also getting, if that's not your case, throw that away. I'm getting another energy with this Ace of Wands where it's like you're very friendly to this person. Like, you're very kind, you're very sweet. And not to say Virgo's not sweet and kind, but you guys know what I mean. From fellow Virgo to another Virgo, like we're very sweet, we're very kind, mild-mannered people. But it is also a privilege and an honor, right, to sit up in my face, to sit in that presence. And I feel like you allowed this person that, you afforded them that opportunity, and they see it as such. And I feel like that's a wonderful thing. And I feel like Virg, you might feel some type of way sometimes when you feel like this person says one compliment less, or they're no longer doing this, or they're no longer doing that. And it could be for a very short period, maybe just this day, they didn't say this particular thing that would have made you feel warm and fuzzy, or something doesn't go down, and that's when you're like, oh, this person's changing, it's time for me to head on out. Okay, and then you start thinking about it, getting in your head. But this person definitely feels very fond of you. Okay, so how do they feel about you guys' dating life? How do they feel about you guys' dating life? Okay, we got the Lovers. Oh, they love it. Okay, they love. Also, this focus, this level of intensity, something about the intensity here. We got the Lovers here. Now, the Lovers could also represent a very deep bond. Okay, and some people read it as twin flame. I only say it when I feel it. And as of late, I've been getting a lot of twin flame connections popping up in all my readings, because I only do 3 signs. Many of you guys know that, but I'm definitely getting that energy here. Because with the Lovers, I mean, this bond is very deep here. This bond is it's expressive, it's passionate, it's fun, it's invigorating, it's lively. I feel like there's also a sense of divinity with this connection where you realize like there's something deeper here than just me and you. It's not like, oh, we're just dating, or I just, got a little friend. This is not a little friend, even though you might call them that. No, good and damn well, Berg, this is somebody that you see yourself with this person. Okay, you guys get at odds. It's not perfect. Definitely get at odds. Some of you guys have a good dating day. The next day, you guys have a little argument. But the thing about you two is you care more about the relationship than the argument. Okay. Tell me more about why this person is, hold on, let me pull from here. Why this person is feeling so deeply with my Virgo, because they're pulling really, oh, this person is definitely falling in love here, Virg. We got the puppy love, crush kind of energy. So they have every intention of continuing to nurture this. They want to nurture this bond. And I feel like you're coming to the point where you want to make a decision, like, am I going to open up to this person? Because you can also, how their energy toward you is like, they're trying their best to be emotionally intelligent. They don't want to just be, I want to say like driven by emotions, because sometimes when we make decisions based solely off emotions, it's not wise. So it's interesting, the power dynamic, because I feel like, Virgo, you can be more matter of fact, straightforward when it comes to at least how you make decisions in this union. Because I don't see not one emotion that you're making the decision based off of, except for your past. Right, but as far as them, like, this person is actually more emotional about you than you are them, if you can believe that. All right, because it's the Queen of Cups. It's like the Queen of Cups is the Queen of Love, right? This person is very emotionally intelligent. I feel like they're trying to make a decision about you as well here. Okay, so let's get more on this person's energy toward my Virgo at this time. More on this person's, oh, Virg. All right, so many of you guys already know that this card is like the non-verbal I love you. So it hasn't been said, but it's there. Okay, so I'm going to overturn these cards. I want to get this person's next actions toward you, how they're truly feeling but do not have the courage to say, as well as potential outcomes. So if you are interested, everything is down below in the description to the extended. See you in a minute.